It's good to have you on the Power Circuit today. This program is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to keep you informed about progress, milestones, and more about the power sector. Here are the top reports. Minister of Power Lord Naptin on attaining Standards Organization of Nigeria's quality certification. Federal government is set to improve power supply in Akure, Ekiti with new 330, 132, 33 kilovolts Akure transmission substation. Iwo substation reinforcement enhances delivery of quality bulk power supply, says Oshobo Regional Transmission Manager. I am Amara Agugoisi, taking you through this program. The Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu, has commended the National Power Training Institute of Nigeria, NAPTIN, for attaining the Quality Management System ISO 9001-2015 certification issued by the Standards Organization of Nigeria.
Aliyu, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Federal Ministry of Power, Neboli Sanako, said the certification was for capacity building and provision of consultancy services in the power sector.
This certification is in line with the general reforms that is happening service-wide now in the federal government. Everything now is moving towards performance management, towards digitization of content, administrative content, towards standard operating procedures in service. Of course, many of these things were already well known to the private sector. And like I said, if something is succeeding, you need to imbibe it.
The minister urged other agencies under the ministry to key into the reform process of getting certified for quality management services.
The Office of the Head of Service itself is now in the midst of getting ISO certification, and we in the Ministry of Power, of course, will follow the lead of NEMCO and NAPTIN to strive towards certification too.
The Director General NAPTIN, Engineer Ahmed Nagode, said the feat was long overdue and couldn't have come at a better time when NAPTIN attained the Center of Excellence, adding that the last 2 years has been a journey of hard work by the staff, which culminated into the certification.
It's a process development that strengthens business performance, creates efficiency of work, guarantees world-class corporate governance, and builds an enduring customer satisfaction, which is the ultimate goal of any product development organization.
Engineer Nagode further charged the staff on ensuring they sustain the feat towards retaining the certification.
It's a process development that strengthens business performance, creates efficiency of work, guarantees world-class corporate governance, and builds an enduring customer satisfaction, which is the ultimate goal of any product development organization.
The Director General Standards Organization of Nigeria, Farouk Salim, said with this certification, the Institute has joined other organizations that have robust systems with a quality management service. Salim, represented by the Director Certification Services, son, Engineer Felix Nyadu, told NAPTIN that the quest for excellence has no destination but a moving target, as he harped on sustaining the certification.
This system, having been certified, has been placed on annual surveillance audits to ensure continuing suitability and effectiveness. In the course of the audit exercises, where non-conformance is observed and is effectively corrected within the specified time frame, this system will retain the certificate. However, like you are told, the certificate is on loan. This certificate will be withdrawn if the structures in place for certification break down and necessary corrective actions are not taken on observed non-conformance.
The Commissioner, Engineering Performance and Monitoring, Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC), Chidi Ike, said the certification means a lot as the present stage of the power sector requires more skills and capacity building.
Anybody that acquires any certificate here will keep it special because NAPTIN has gone global. NAPTIN has really gone global. So it's no longer a Nigerian thing. The certificates issued here will be recognized all over the world because of this certification. So this is a major milestone both for the management and the staff, and it means a lot to the power sector.
The Managing Director of the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NEMSA, Engineer Aliu Tukur Tahir, said his agency was the first in the power sector to get the certification in 2020 while lauding NAPTIN for the feat.
From our experience, being the first agency in the power sector to obtain this certification, that NAPTIN, this certification will continuously assist NAPTIN in improving its processes and procedure and make NAPTIN to be more customer focused.
Key staff of NAPTIN who clearly stood out in their roles and responsibilities were also recognized by the management during the celebration.
The level of power supply in Akure in Ondo State, Ekiti State and its environs is set to significantly improve by over 96 megawatts as the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, announces the completion of the new 330, 132 kilovolts Akure transmission substation. The Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider, TCN, Engineer Victor Adewumi, made the announcement during the on-the-spot assessment of the facility at the instance of the Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu. The Power Circuit brings you more of this.
While inspecting the substation, Engineer Adewumi said the contractors are accelerating the completion of a 330 kilovolt transmission line that would bring bulk power to the substation. The line project was earlier delayed by issues of right-of-way.
We are actually here at the instance of the Honorable Minister of Power, Engineer Abubakar Aliyu. This is one of the projects he has termed as priority projects that we want to commission before the end of this year. This project is ready. It's like 98% completed. It's ready. As a matter of fact, I know we have done pre-commissioning tests of this station, but by the time we want to now properly energize it, we are going to do another commissioning test to make sure that all the equipment are still in proper state. We are hoping that in the next 4 or 5 months, we'll be able to commission it.
Speaking further, Engineer Adewumi said the Akure 330, 132, 33 kV substation, he said, has 2 units of 150 MVA transformer on the 330 kV section, 4 outgoing 132 kV line base, and 2 units of 60 MVA on the 132 kV side, with 4 outgoing feeder bays as well as 6 outgoing feeder bays on the 33 kV side to enable Benin Disco to take electricity for its consumers.
So if this station is delivered, it has capacity of 96 megawatts to deliver to the good people of Ondo and Ekiti State. So if this station is energized, instead of the supply to Akure coming all the way from Osogbo to Akure, and it is the one that comes to Akure that equally goes to Ekiti. So if this station is energized, it is going to be on 330. So we now have source of power to Akure directly from Akure, that's from here. And we now have the other leg going to Ekiti to power Ekiti. So the problem of Ekiti, epileptic power supply in Ekiti will be addressed. And the one of Akure, that's Ondo State, will be greatly improved.
The TCN official also emphasized the level of priority given to the project as the federal government is keen on improving electricity supply services for Nigerians nationwide.
This particular substation is one of its priority projects I want to deliver before the end of this year. So we are here basically to assess the situation and give him on-the-spot assessment so that when we get back to Abuja, we can tell him the real facts on ground.
On how the company would quickly energize the substation despite some cases of right-of-way clearance, the executive director said TCN was innovating on options.
The line that was originally designed to energize the substation might not be ready in 5 months' time because the line is coming all the way from Osogbo to Ihovo, and we still have areas where we still have the issue of right-of-way. But what we are trying to do now is to redesign the source. There is an old line from Benin to Osogbo, so that line is not too far from here. I think it's a couple of kilometers from here. So we want to break into that line, turn it in and out. That is what we are doing now. And we believe in the next 4 to 5 months that line should be ready. And if that line is ready, we use to power the substation and we commission it.
On behalf of the Minister of Power, he lauded the cooperation of Osun, Ondo and Edo state governors in helping TCN resolve several right-of-way issues.
The Honorable Minister, in his wisdom, when he came in, he had a meeting with the governors. There was a time he addressed the governors forum and he told them specifically how he wants them to assist him in solving the right-of-way issues. We want to appreciate them, not just on those state government, the 3 state government that are concerned. I'm talking of the Osun state government, the Ondo state government, and the Edo state government, because the line transverse those 3 states. So all of them has been helpful.
While inspecting the terminal points for the incoming transmission lines near the Akure substation, Adewumi appealed to Ondo residents to safeguard power infrastructures against vandalism.
Where we are standing here is where we are going to position the terminal tower. You can see the foundations that they are already ongoing, and we are inside somebody's warehouse. It took us more than a year of probably begging, negotiation before the owner of this warehouse finally allow us to do this. So this is to tell you how difficult it is for us to get access when it comes to the issue of right-of-way. So the good thing is that by the time this terminal tower is completed, it's a special tower because that's where you have the 2 lines coming from Osogbo converging. Each time we suffer vandalism, it's like we are setting ourselves back. You can imagine the cost of this substation, the cost of transmission line. So when you bring down transmission line, the money we're supposed to use for the expansion of the grid will be going back to use to fix it, to fix vandalized transmission line. So I want to appeal to the good people of Ondo State that all federal government critical infrastructure that passes through their community, they should take ownership. They should take ownership. Everybody wants power. But how can we have power when every time they are bringing down our transmission lines? So let us take ownership of these critical infrastructures so that all of us, at the end of the day, we are the people that we enjoy, the benefit of having these infrastructures in place.
The General Manager Engineering at TCN, Engineer Shehu Alba Aliu, said the new station will improve bulk power supply available for Ekiti and Ondo states.
The idea, the engineering aspect of it require from this, we also want to supply from this station to supply Ekiti, Ado Ekiti, as well as feed the old Akure, so that in addition to the load that can be taken from here, which you can see, DISCO has very little investment to do, because when you look back, you can see there 33 kV feeder flying very close to the substation. They only need to turn the 2 feeders to radiate like 2 feeders from here.
The power circuit continues in a moment. Please stay on.
Just count all the blocks,
Well done, sir. We are a transmission company of Nigerian linesmen, and we just observed that you're about to erect a structure here.
You're very observant. Yes, I'm trying to put up a shopping mall of 200 shops that will serve this neighborhood. And I'm very excited about the project.
But sir, have you observed that it is under high tension transmission lines? It could snap, drop on the shopping mall and electrocute everyone inside it. Moreover, sir, these lines emit electromagnetic waves that are harmful to the health of human beings.
Really? This could cause so much harm?
Absolutely, sir. Imagine if there's a fire outbreak in the mall. It could destroy the transmission lines, causing outage to many states in the country. Erecting a structure under high-tension transmission lines will not help government efforts to grow our power supply and grow our economy. Be part of growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Little vigilance and concern on our part is necessary to protect transmission infrastructure nationwide. Be vigilant.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
It is not just about the quantum of bulk power delivery. The quality of electricity matters too. With a strong focus on quality, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, has completely overhauled the 132 kilovolt Iwo transmission substation in Osun State to ensure seamless power transmission. The Regional Transmission Manager, Osogbo Region of TCN, Engineer Kazim Bakari, speaks of this achievement when he visited the station along with his team.
The 132 kilovolt 2 transmission substation was completely manual before TCN, under the leadership of the Managing Director, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, took a giant leap to reform the mobile substation.
In Iwo, the major project completed is the installation of this 3-number line B here at Iwo. Iwo, before now, used to be a switching station. And the switching is done when there is no power. In other words, we are going to lose not only time, we are going to also lose money. Recently, we have been having a lot of problems, particularly protection problem. When there is a fault in far away Iseyin, it will upset our system either at Osogbo or at Ibadan North. In this station, there are 3 infeeds. We have one from Ibadan North and we have another from Osogbo. We have the one going to Iseyin. All of them are emanating from the 132 kV bus bar here. Before now, there are no circuit breakers and there are no protection. So faults here will go as far as either Ibadan North or Osogbo. But thank God, under the leadership of Engineer Abdulaziz Suleiman, this project was conceived to clearly demarcate the protection zones and ensure that tripping is only limited to those areas that are absolutely faulted.
The company is also among the top firms promoting local content in Nigeria, ensuring that in-house engineers of TCN boost their capacity through power transmission projects execution.
The beauty of this project is that the project was completely done in-house by our own engineers. And we have 3 line Bs were created in this station. The one from Osogbo, you can see Osogbo to that side. This one is coming from Ibadan North, and this other one is going to Iseyin. The beauty of this project is that when there's a fault, it will actually discriminate, determine the area where the fault is, and localize it and remove it without affecting the other areas.
More so, with the reform at the facility, TCN can now operate the substation through digital control tools.
Another beauty of this project is that if there is a major maintenance work either at Osogbo or at Ibadan North, we can backfeed them from this place. The switching is done without putting off supply. The switching is smart. And with this, we have been able to reduce trippings that comes as a result of lack of discrimination. We have also been able to improve on our reliability index. The fact now is that we have less tripping. Faults, we cannot say fault will not come up. Fault will definitely come up. But when they come up, only the faulted part of the circuit should be removed.
Engineer Bakari lauded the leadership of TCN for thinking into the future and adopting contemporary technology for power transmission in Nigeria.
We appreciate our MD and CEO, Engineer Abdulaziz Suleiman, for approving this project and making sure that the project was seen to conclusion. We thank God for that, and that is actually paying off now.
The regional head of the Osogbo region of TCN went further to showcase the enhancement that has taken place at the substation switchyard.
This is Saint Line Bay, and of course, that is the 40 MVA mobile transformer. You can see the mobile transformer there. The 40 MVA mobile transformer is there. The outgoing feeders to the distribution is also there.
Inside the control room of the substation, Engineer Bakari said an advanced control panel was installed for the new line base at the switchyard.
3 line bases were created. These are the state-of-art control panels that controls the base that were installed outside. You can see written there is Iwo Ayede, and on this one we have Iwo Isenyi, and here we have Iwo Osogbo. All these control panels were also installed by engineers in-house.
The Assistant General Manager, System Operations and Regional Operation Manager, Osogbo Region of TCN, Engineer Olaniyi Badebo, shared his experience of operating the new installed control panel.
If it were in the olden days, if you are having supply, a job being done in one station, the whole circuit will go out. But now we are having job being done at Ibadan. Despite that, we are still feeding Ibadan. Part of Ibadan access from Osogbo through Iwo here that feeds Ibadan. Meaning that the downtime of supply is being reduced and there will be improvement in the revenue as against before. So the management under the leadership of Engineer Sule Abdulaziz tried very, very well.
That's the much we can bring to you today. Again, here are the highlights. Minister of Power Lord Snapton on attaining Standards Organization of Nigeria's quality certification. Federal government set to improve power supply in Akure, Ekiti with new 330, 132, 33 kilovolts Akure transmission substation. And the Osogbo Regional Transmission Manager, Engineer Bakari, told you how reinforcement works at Iwo substation has enhanced the delivery of quality bulk power supply to the coverage area. Would love you to always stick with TCN, and so we have provided episodes of this program on the TCN YouTube channel. There are also more platforms that you can visit for further inquiries about TCN. Report all suspicious vandal activities to the nearest security establishment near you. And together, let's keep tackling the menace of power infrastructure vandalism. I am Amara Agogoesi. Thank you for staying with us on The Power Circuit.